If I had to describe, if I had to say to someone whether they should come on this trip, I would say do it in a heartbeat. I'd almost do it again. It's not what I expected. It was so much more than that, and I've forged amazing friendships in 2 weeks. Did things that I never thought I would do. Yeah, I would just say go 100%. That's really all I can say about it. I wanted to find my people. That's really what I wanted to do. I have some amazing friends at home. I kind of sit in a little island at home. It's really hard to find people that are interested in doing the things that I like to do. I like to do wild and crazy and fun things, and I don't want to live the same 6 months over and over again, so I do weird stuff. I booked this one for my birthday and had the best birthday I've ever had. Some days you're just like, oh my gosh, like that's what we're doing today. I'm like, oh, okay, let's do it. And then you do it. You know, it's like when they talk about like courage and confidence, right? It doesn't come before, it comes after. And there was a whole lot of after on this trip. Yeah. Strangely, it's the exact same thing. It was getting in that water. That was by far the worst and the absolute best. I did things that I did not think I could do. Made me realize I can do extremely hard things. I knew I could do hard things. That was always a thing I always knew. I could do the hard things. But the really hard things, especially physically. So yeah, the water was the worst and by far the best. I've never ridden in a place like this. I looked at this as like it's obviously a brand new country, it's a brand new continent. I've never been on this continent. So it'd be silly for me to think I knew anything about these giant, huge holes in the middle of a river. Like I'm from the Pacific Northwest, so I know the terrain pretty well. Most of my traveling was through Asia. I know that area very well. I had to nav through the game reserve, and literally they told me, like, if the elephants walk across and they poke their ears up, get the hell out of there. And I had to lead a group of 10 guys through that, and that was awesome. But there was a lot of responsibility thrown at that one, which made me feel really, really good. Training was awesome. Ruin is a monster. He's so knowledgeable. I respect that man quite a bit, and he taught me a lot of things that I didn't know, and half of it was motorcycling. It was a little nerve-wracking, but I got the skills to be able to, as the trip progressed, like when we're training sand, like, oh shit, man, sand, like, I've never ridden in sand before. I don't know how to ride in sand. And I get nervous every single time I was ever near sand. And then when we did the 300K day and we're going through all the sand, blah, blah, I never even thought about it. I just rode, and I did well at it. And I was like, okay, I can do that. That's not a problem. But the first 2 days were pretty extreme in such a healthy way. So I gained a lot of skill real quick, and had a lot of fun doing it. So I just didn't know, like, those first 2 days were they were extreme. I mean, the reality is, like, when we leave, we leave. We all go our separate lives. We all go do our different things. I'm going to make it a point to stay in contact with most of you guys. I hope that I get to go on expeditions with most of the people on this crew. I've had some really deep chats with a lot of you guys, and I've grown quite fond of all of you guys. So I was hoping to just make sure that, not make sure, but I was hoping that when I came here that the guys were just going to be cool, you know, that I get along and whatever. I had no idea where it was going to go. Like a game changer. in meeting all of you guys. Every single one of you guys is so unique and so different. Like every guy here is like wild in a very different way. And so 100% I found the type of people that I want to be as my people, and hopefully I get to see you guys at least once every 2 years, at least. Because that would just fill me with so much happiness.